Adding plants to a pond can be very beautiful, but can also complicate things. Here's some things to really consider before you put plants in your pond. First off, if you create shelves in the pond to put the plants on, and anywhere in the pond you have an area that's less than 18 inches deep, you're just leaving yourself an open for herons or raccoons to eat your fish. Even if you put a plant 2 feet deep, a plant shelf 2 feet deep, and then you put a potted plant on top of it that's 12 inches high, again, you're still only 12 inches under the water. And the fish love to root around in the plant's roots, and there's just sitting ducks for herons and raccoons. Additionally, plants don't allow you to use jets in certain parts of your pond. Most plants don't like water movement, lilies and things like that. So you're going to have to direct your jets away from that area. If you do that, then any leaves that fall on the plants, or the pond at that area in the plants, are going to, instead of getting directed to the skimmer, are going to have to sink, and you're going to have to deal with them on the bottom of your pond. If you get parasites in your pond, like Costia for instance, and you have to medicate the pond to get rid of the parasites, the problem is that most of the medications will kill your plants. So you have to pull your plants out separately and treat them separately while you treat the pond. And additionally, when you add new plants, if you do choose to, you want to make sure that you medicate them first, because that's a great source of introducing parasites into a pond. Additionally, if you have plants in the pond, lilies and things like that, if one of your fish gets sick, sometimes they'll go and they'll hide underneath the plant. So you come out to feed your fish and you got 7 or 8 fish come up to eat, and you're watching, but you don't take notice that one of them's missing, only until it's too late and the fish dies. And even if you do detect that he's sick and he doesn't feel good and you want to net him up to examine him, sometimes it's almost impossible to catch fish in amongst plants. And one last argument for putting plants in ponds is that plants absorb the nitrates. You know, the process is you give fish food, they produce ammonia, the ammonia is converted to nitrites, the nitrites are converted to nitrates. If the nitrates get too high in a pond, it could create health problems for the fish. People like to put plants in to get rid of the nitrates. In reality, in most ponds, if you have a healthy layer of good algae on the edge of the pond and all the rocks underneath, that algae is usually sufficient to get rid of the nitrates. So we're not a big fan of putting plants in the pond because it complicates things. But on the other hand, what works out really nice is put yourself some beautiful ferns and azaleas all around the outside and let them hang over the edge of the pond a little bit, and you can get the same effect. It's very beautiful vegetation around, but without the hassles of having plants inside your pond.